Welcome to Campus Nightmares, Tales of Terror in College Halls. Gather around for Terrifying Tales from Campus, a collection of 3 bone-chilling stories that will have you questioning every shadow and whisper. These tales, rooted in the eerie quiet of academic halls, promise to unravel the mysteries and horrors that lurk within the confines of seemingly mundane college life. Our first tale, The Phantom Roommate, a Dorm Mystery, begins with an unsuspecting freshman who moves into what appears to be a perfectly normal dorm room. Little does this new student know, they are about to become the central figure in a chilling mystery that has puzzled many before them. As night falls, the dorm room transforms. Strange noises and whispers permeate the air, creating an atmosphere thick with unease. The once comforting space now feels unfamiliar, as if the walls themselves are harboring dark secrets, waiting to be uncovered by the room's newest occupant. The disturbances grow more intense, with personal items beginning to move on their own. The freshman, initially skeptical, can no longer ignore the unsettling events unfolding right before their eyes. A sense of dread begins to build, as the reality of sharing a room with an unseen presence becomes all too apparent. In search of answers, the student learns of a tragic event that occurred within these very walls years ago. This revelation only deepens the mystery, prompting questions about what really happened in this room and why the past refuses to stay buried. The quest for understanding and peace has only just begun. The freshman's curiosity turned to unease upon learning of the room's grim history. Years earlier, a tragedy struck when a student, overwhelmed by the pressures of college life, met an untimely end within these very walls. This revelation cast a shadow over the room, linking its past to the present disturbances. As the nights grew more restless, the encounters with the unseen presence intensified. The air would grow inexplicably cold, and shadows seemed to move of their own accord. The student, now gripped by fear, could no longer dismiss these occurrences as mere coincidences. Something or someone was making their presence known. In a bid to uncover the truth, the student set up a camera to document the paranormal activities. The footage captured was undeniable. The ghost of the previous occupant, forever bound to the room, was revealed. The spectral figure moved with a purpose, as if searching for something or seeking to communicate. Seeking understanding and possibly a way to help, the student contacted a medium. A seance was arranged, bridging the gap between the living and the dead. The medium, through whispers and flickering candlelight, conveyed the ghost's unresolved issues, its yearning for peace, and its deep-seated loneliness. The revelation from the seance compelled the student to act. Efforts were made to address the ghost's unfinished business, allowing it to find the closure it desperately sought. Through rituals and heartfelt appeals, peace was finally bestowed upon the restless spirit, granting it release from its earthly ties. The dorm room, once a nexus of paranormal activity, became serene, leaving a profound impact on all who learned of its history. In a dimly lit room, the medium began the seance, calling upon the spirit haunting the dorm. As the candle flames flickered, an eerie chill enveloped everyone present. The medium's voice grew stronger, reaching out to the restless ghost, seeking to understand its unfulfilled desires and the peace it yearned for. In a heartfelt ceremony, they honored the ghost's legacy, sharing stories of its life with those who remembered. The acts of remembrance and acknowledgement began to lift the heavy veil of sorrow that had kept the spirit bound to the dorm room. As the final words of the ceremony were spoken, a sense of tranquility descended upon the room. The ghost's presence, once so heavy with anguish, lightened as if a great burden had been lifted. The dorm room, once a place of fear, now radiated a peaceful silence, a testament to the power of understanding and closure. Our second tale brings us to the dimly lit library. The group of students felt a sudden chill as whispers floated through the air, seemingly from nowhere. The eerie sound of pages turning in the absence of any visible presence sent shivers down their spine. They exchanged nervous glances, questioning if they were truly alone. The temperature in the room dropped further, making their breaths visible in the ghostly silence. Suddenly, books began flying off the shelves with violent force, scattering across the floor. The supernatural phenomenon left them frozen in fear, realizing that they were in the midst of something unexplainable. Curiosity mixed with dread led them to uncover the library's dark secret. Built over an old cemetery, the land held restless spirits, trapped between worlds. The revelation sent a wave of horror through the group as they imagined the souls wandering the aisles, forever searching for peace. Their research uncovered even more chilling details. The library's foundation obscured a gruesome past, involving a librarian who delved into dark rituals. Visions of the past haunted them, showing shadowy figures and arcane ceremonies that tied the restless spirits to their current plight. Determined to confront the haunting, they delved into ancient records to find a way to communicate with the spirits. Each discovery unraveled more of the library's sinister history, setting the stage for a confrontation with the ghost of the librarian, whose dabbling in the dark arts had left a lasting legacy of terror. In the shadowy corners of the university's oldest library, a group of students stumbled upon a story so chilling it seemed to seep from the very walls. Delving into ancient records, they uncovered a forgotten tale of a librarian whose fascination with the occult led him down a dark path. This librarian, known for his stern demeanor, had secretly practiced dark rituals beneath the library, believing he could harness the power of the afterlife. The discovery sent shivers down their spines, but their curiosity pushed them further. Determined to end the haunting that plagued their studies, the students attempted to communicate with the spirits that whispered in the aisles. Their late-night seance, lit only by the flicker of candlelight, invited more than just answers. Suddenly, the air grew cold as the ghost of the librarian himself materialized before them. His presence was as commanding in death as it had been in life, his eyes burning with an otherworldly fire. The students realized they were dealing with a spirit far more powerful and malevolent than they had imagined. Undeterred, they knew they had to act fast to cleanse the library of its dark past. Drawing from the librarian's own records, they pieced together a ritual to release the trapped souls, including the librarians. The library's silence that night was pierced by incantations as the students worked to sever the ties that bound the spirits to the physical world. When the ritual was complete, a profound peace settled over the library. The malevolent whispers and chilling cold were gone, replaced by a serene quietude. Though they succeeded, the students knew the library would forever hold the echoes of its eerie past, a silent testament to the darkness that once lurked within its walls. Join us for one last tale this evening where new pledges, filled with excitement and a hint of nervousness, were initiated into the prestigious college society. Unbeknownst to them, this night would mark the beginning of a harrowing journey. The society, cloaked in tradition and prestige, held a dark secret that was about to unfold before the unsuspecting newcomers. During their first official gathering, the atmosphere shifted dramatically as the society's true purpose was revealed. Far from the philanthropic and academic pursuits they had been led to believe, the society worshipped an ancient entity. This entity, shrouded in mystery and darkness, demanded sacrifices in exchange for unimaginable power. One member, overcome with dread and disbelief, decided to sever ties with the society. However, his decision came with dire consequences. He found himself ensnared by a terrifying curse, one that seemed to tighten its grip with every attempt to escape. It was a clear message. The society did not relinquish its members easily. In his quest for freedom, he sought out a professor renowned for his knowledge in ancient lore and the supernatural. Together, they uncovered the society's dark history, a narrative punctuated by mysterious disappearances and unexplained events. Armed with this knowledge, they began to craft a plan to break the society's binding pact with the ancient entity. Their solution was a dangerous ritual, one that would require them to confront the entity directly. The stakes were high, with their very lives hanging in the balance. As they performed the ritual, the entity manifested, setting the stage for a climactic showdown. The curse was eventually broken, but the society's ominous presence lingered, a silent promise that it could rise once again. In his pursuit to escape the clutches of the secret society, the young pledge stumbled upon a trove of hidden documents, each detailing the grim fate of former members who had mysteriously vanished. The records painted a chilling picture of the society's long and sinister history, one marred by unexplained disappearances and dark rituals. The revelation only deepened his resolve to break free and expose the truth. Seeking a way out, he turned to a reclusive professor, known for his extensive knowledge of ancient lore and forgotten cults. The professor, intrigued by the students' findings, agreed to help. Together, they began to piece together the society's origins, uncovering secrets that had been buried for centuries. Their research revealed a way to potentially break the society's pact with the dark entity it worshipped. Armed with this newfound knowledge, they crafted a plan to perform a ritual that would sever the society's connection to the malevolent force. The stakes were high, as failure could mean not just their own demise, but also the strengthening of the society's unholy bond with the darkness. Despite the risks, they were determined to proceed, knowing that the safety of the entire campus was in their hands. On the night of the ritual, the campus was eerily silent, as if aware of the impending confrontation. The air crackled with tension as they began the intricate ceremony, invoking ancient words and symbols to counteract the society's dark pact. The ritual was fraught with danger, each step bringing them closer to the edge of disaster. As the ritual reached its climax, the entity itself manifested, furious at being challenged. A battle of wills ensued, with the professor and the student harnessing every ounce of their knowledge and courage to fend off the entity's malevolent power. In the end, the curse was broken, shattering the society's hold over the campus. Though victorious, the shadow of the society's influence lingered, a reminder of the darkness that had once reigned. In the aftermath of the intense ritual, the malevolent entity that had kept the secret society in its grip was finally dispelled. The campus breathed a sigh of relief, oblivious to the near catastrophe averted. However, whispers of the society's dark influence lingered, a foreboding hint that the battle might be over, but the war against unseen forces was far from finished. This brings us to the end of our trilogy for this evening. We hope you have enjoyed our cautionary tales. If you would like to see more of our horror stories, please like and subscribe to our channel to enjoy more terror tales. For now, sleep well, viewer, and we hope to see you next time.